The quote of the day. I thought this one was kind of funny. Sometimes you just have to put on lip gloss and pretend to be psyched. By Mindy Kaling. Good one, Mindy. All right, got Puzzle Fox back in the garage again, working on the trusty old steed here. Just wanted to kind of circle back to what my thoughts are for this project car. I did record something else before, but it ended up being like 7 minutes long. But just wanted to talk a little bit about the car again. I know the last video I put on was finishing up the Detroit Speed and Engineering subframe connectors in here. So again, 1991 Fox LX hatch, was original 5-speed V8 car with black interior. Had about 126,000 miles on it. I've owned it since about 2008. So even when I bought the car, I had plans to build it into something that'd be a really fast, fun, streetable, well-performing corner carving kind of car. So that's what I wanted. 2011, the Coyote came out, and I'm like, I just fell in love with that engine. Like in the newer Mustangs. So I always thought, and then I'd started seeing swaps and like some older Mustangs, and I decided at that time that's what I'd want to do with my Fox. Even before I bought the car, I knew I wanted to do all the tubular K-member, the Cobra brakes, so on and so forth. I have since decided to upgrade from the Cobra calipers, and I got some Brembos and Taurus calipers on their way. Got the 2011 F-150, so a Gen 1 engine with, I think it's got like 85,000 miles on it. Got the Cobra T56 6-speed sitting here on the shelf. I got a bell housing down there. And as I mentioned before, I'm going to do the, oh, she's under there. The Cobra IRS. So I picked that up quite a few years ago, back when they were actually, I thought they were a lot of money back then, but man, I'm glad I bought it then instead of paying twice as much for it now. So next steps is I did buy just some Corbeau seats I found on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. So I want to mount those up, or one of those up in the car. I bought just one bracket to mount one seat and figure out where we're going to put the cage, how that's all going to mount up. It's got the lower door bars in it, and just start working on that. So that's my next step. Tried to keep it a little bit more short and sweet. Again, tubular K-member. I got a Maximum Motorsports K-member sitting on the floor right here, doing the forward offset control arms with all the 94 and up the SN95 hardware and geometry and everything. So all that's sitting there. Got parts of the disassembled Cobra IRS sitting back under here, kind of underneath the original fenders. And one thing I've been debating about too is I do want to wide body the car, because I want to have some super wide tires on here. At a bare minimum, I want to have some 295s on there, and I'd really love to run a 315 squared setup on this guy and really make it stick. So that was my original intention. I wanted to make it so that it'd be a really good autocross car or no occasional track day car. Kind of go out there and hang out and kind of give C7s and some M3s a run for their money. If the car should be capable, the question is, am I capable? So we'll find out. Time will tell. So with that, I'm gonna get cracking. I might set up, I did order, I got a nice box here that showed up today from Stifflers. So I got the transmission mount and the cross member and a safety loop in there. So I'll crack that box open, and I want to get the seat mounted and see how that looks. Listening to 50 Asylum podcast as I put the seat in here. So. so I'll show this real quick. I can't remember the last time this car had a seat in it, or actually, shouldn't say the last time it had a seat in it, but the last time it had a seat that was secured to the floor. So you know what I'll be doing tonight is sitting in the seat and making some engine noises here very shortly. So I just thought I'd try this out. So it's a little bit of a climb to get up off this floor and over the bolsters into this seat, but it feels good to be actually sitting in this car behind the steering wheel. Close the door. Feels pretty good. So I sat in here a little bit already. I think with the seat all the way back, I got a little bit too much of a reach to the pedals, so that's at least good to see. So I'll probably mount up the cage. And then I tried this and I noticed I don't have much headroom here. So I went and grabbed my motorcycle helmet, and sure enough, I put the motorcycle helmet on and I'm scrunched down, either slouched down, or if I try to sit up straight, I have to put my head off to the sides. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to reconsider my seat options. Like I don't know if I mentioned, I just bought these. I found them on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, just for something to try out in the car to see how they fit, and then just also to have something to figure out, like where I can put the roll cage in here, just to have something here. So I'm thinking if I go with some fixed back Corbos, probably gonna have to do either a different seat bracket, or maybe they got a lower profile seat, but I'll get that figured out. Wasn't sure if I was gonna keep these Corbos or go with like some Brom racing seats, or maybe even look at some Sparkos or something, but kind of go from there. Like I said, these are just some cheaper seats I found to test fit in the car. Thought I'd do a little walk around before I go in for the night. So I got the seat mounted and I just set the cage in here. I just put one plate here that's gonna have to get formed to fit to the floor better. But I got the cage in here. It's kind of up against the headliner. And then it runs into the seat belt buckles here. And then with the plate, well, with it not fitting nicely to the floor, the bar is up against the headliner here. So I have to do some cutting and trimming and fitting and see how this thing fits in here. But just thought I'd kind of show what I'm starting with here, and then we'll move forward. But I got the seat just a little bit ahead. Again, it's hitting the seatbelt buckle there, or the bracket for the seatbelt. So I think I kind of want to have it may sit back, or may angled back just a little bit so that it's behind the headrest, or kind of even with the headrest on the driver's seat. This is a little bit ahead right now. Actually, it's on the rearmost detent for the seat right now. And as you can see, I kind of got lined up kind of even with the headrest there. So kind of what I'm debating now is just taking the seat belts out of here, since I'm going to run a 4-point harness, at least a 4-point, maybe the optional 5-point seat belt harness. All right, so I have the Stifflers package here, so I thought I'd tear into this tonight. It's pretty excited. I just ordered this weekend. So it got here pretty quick. So I got a little beat up in the corner, but I'm thinking that shouldn't really affect the parts that are in here. But we'll find out. So I'll open it up and make sure. Corner of the box had seen better days. Oh, Nice. So we got boxes inside of boxes here. So transmission cross member for the T56. There should be a mount in there. And a safety loop, I bet. Stifflers, chassis and suspension, made in America. So there we go. Beautiful looking piece there. Transmission cross member 82 to 93 Mustangs and other Fox bodies for T45, all T50, T56s, TR3650, and TH400 transmissions. So got nice bushings in there, nice sleeve. And all the other spacers to go on the end there. Bolts for mounting it into the chassis there. This should be the transmission mount itself. Energy suspension. Polyurethane transmission mount. Oh, no bolts. So, well, a couple of bolts there for mounting it to the transmission, I suppose. I imagine this is the hardware to bolt it to the cross member. And a preload plate. Okay. All right. Looking good. And last but not least, ordered a drive shaft safety loop. Wow. Beefy. And that must be all the hardware in there. Safety loop and then the hardware. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So again, can't wait to get all of this stuff in the car. It'll be a little while before it's all in there, but hopefully not too long. Nice packaging too, Stifflers. Alright, so I ordered some parts off Amazon last weekend, and I thought I'd just unbox them now. So first, open the smaller, less exciting box, but still fun. So what this is we got some Taurus calipers here. So Ford Taurus calipers, I think I just looked up like a 97 Ford Taurus. So got a right hand brake here. And a left hand brake. This one looks a little rusty and crusty, like it's been sitting around a while, so I'll have to get it cleaned up and painted. So got some clips there. Washers for this one. And no bolt in this one. This one's gonna need some major cleaning. The springs are even different colors. So you can see the springs nice and gray on this one and silver on this one. So bolts are different colors, hardware is a little different colors. So, but they're the same part number, well, one digit different. Now here's the exciting one here. And I got this box, ordered this off of Amazon over the weekend. I didn't think it was supposed to be here this soon, but I'll take it. But this is the only time you'll see GM parts in my garage. Just kidding around, so. I know I'm a Foxbody guy, but I have an appreciation for any car that anyone values. So this better look the way I expect it to look. So far so good. I think most people who know anything about Mustangs and wanting them to perform better knows exactly what we're looking at here. So here's the Cadillac Brembos. So I was pretty excited about this. They even feel, well, I don't know if they feel lighter than the Cobra calipers or not. So pretty excited about that. Open up the other one just to make sure it looks all right. Now I gotta order the S&S engineering kit to bolt these buggers up. So there we go. Right and left. Brembos. Really excited about getting these guys.